Yeah, back. Yeah, I finished my sandwich and totally feeling better. Yeah, my diabetes. I do got a fever. I know, I do. And but I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Uh, I, I tell you what though, this whole House of Eden. Oh, it is going to be so glorious. It's going to be what the villages needed. And so many times that the people that are the preachers in the villages. They wish they could do more. They wish they could really help the community and do something. And those are the ones that we're going to want. Those are the ones that need to apply for this job. And they'll get picked. And they'll get trained and they'll get shown. And they'll literally be there for everyone in your village. It is what it's designed for. And we just, we've been dealing with the years of faith. That was Jesus and Mary's time, and it's been the wild wild west. We just couldn't have the whole picture until we were ready as a group. And it is still a little rough right now. There's still a lot of people that cannot understand simulation, but they can't understand that change is of peace and good, and we'll bring them along with the rest of it and help them to understand that eternal life thing. Yeah. Uh, but as far as the rest of it goes, it's a perfect design, but it's only as perfect as what we put into it, and it is going to take some work. It's going to take some development. It's going to take some ideas that work and some that probably not so good. It is literally under construction. And so it's going to be a minute before it's fully up to full power. But eventually, it will be the best thing that ever happened to your village is having a House of Eden and the team that takes care of you and the sheriff that's there to back them up, to give them the support. And to be perfectly honest with you, here's the thing about Avatar law. That's another branch of God's government. See, they're going to be the ones that, okay, just like always, no, you can't do that. No, you can't do that. Okay, that's it. Time out. Yeah, you ticket or jail. See, I haven't quite covered the mark of the beast yet. Well, actually, I have in the past shows, but you know, that's another thing that we have to develop. When do you get a mark of the beast? Because it is a fact that that's what the system designed for. You get one mark and you're on probation. You get two marks, you go to jail until you die. And if you cause any trouble in there, you get a third mark and we're sending you home. That's the number of the beast, and that's the real meaning behind that 666. And that's the way it is. And Avatar law will enforce that. And they will enforce it full force. Because plain and simple, if you don't want to behave, if your idea is breaking the law or um, hurting people, sorry, we want to live in peace. You can't be out here. No, you can't control your emotions. This is the second time you've been involved with a serious fight. No, no, you're going to have to spend your time in prison. And hopefully you'll find God and figure it out while you do that time. And it won't be an awful prison, not like the ones we have today. There'll be a single cell, and you will choose to do right there. But ultimately, three marks of the beast, and we're done. We're done. And then we also have the murder thing. That you get convicted of murder, that's an instant 2 marks. You're in prison for the rest of life. That's it. We want to live safe, and that's the way it's going to be. And Avatar law will enforce that full force. And it comes with the arrest. We're not messing around with arrest anymore. If you resist arrest, you will get hurt. And you will get hurt until you get cuffs on you. That's the end of it. We don't want anybody hurt no more. And guess what? The sheriffs are the number one. We don't want them hurt. So, yeah, you resist arrest, it's not going to be pretty for you. That is it. No more. But Avatar law, down the road, you guys are going to be bored to death. You ain't going to have a damn thing to do. Andy Griffith's got more shit to do than you guys. I don't. Yeah, you'll probably do voluntary time over to House of E. I don't know. But right now it's going to be a little busy. Yeah, it's going to be a little busy because there's a bunch out there that can't control their emotions. And they just decide that they don't want to do this, and they don't want to become members, or they want to do criminal or whatever. We're going to have to deal with that. But here's something that needs to happen. The Avatar House of Representatives, the ones that the three leaders represent the whole world, they're going to design and write up a constitution of Eden for the world. And these are simple rules. These are going to be simple laws that you cannot do. And if you violate them, we got a problem. And they're not going to be trying to get you into prison. They're going to be trying to get you on your path. But if you do not want to get on your path, if you want to fight them, we got a place for you. And that's the way it's going to be. That's it. The rest of the world wants to live in peace. And they don't want to worry about is their shit going to be stolen. Yeah. Don't figure, huh? Yeah. It seems like a common sense thing. I am the king of logic, and that's what I do. And so, yeah, there's some logic for you. Avatar law is going to be that. And hopefully, one day soon, they'll have an Andy Griffith job. And they'll be just coordinating streets for parades and stuff like that. Or dealing with car accidents and moving traffic. It is what it is. That's what the Father wants us to do. Now, how quick all those villages in the world get there? We got to build it. That's the part that is under construction. And we have to take the time to make the laws, the rules. And I'm telling you, we're going to make the rules simple. That's the thing. We get carried away with the rules because everybody seems to find a loophole. But plain and simple, they're going to make it simple. And if you don't, sheriff thinks you're violating that rule, it's his call. Because plain and simple, he'll be able to look at it and say, yeah, dude, you're screwing with it. No, dude. I see you're screwing with this. Yeah. And he's going to make that call. He'll put you in jail for 30 days. Or whatever that he decides he wants to do. Because ultimately, nobody except the sheriff has rights in this world of Avatar Nation. See, everyone else we're all slaves. We're all servants. We all do what we're told, and we do our boot camp time. But we do have to have law and order. And so they have the right to enforce those laws as they see fit. Now, down the road, if we have an issue, that's when the House of Eden comes in and says, no, Sheriff, I think you're kind of getting out of control with this. And then we'll have chain of command that we'll deal with. But I don't see that being a problem. I think I see the sheriffs as being able to common sensely, yeah, this kid's all right. Dude, don't do that shit no more. Get your ass out of here and go home. If I see your ass down here next week, we're going to talk. We're going to talk. And he'll be able to handle it. Because they're going to be handling the pulse of the village. The village, all villages are not the same. And we can make some very basic rules of what we can design and agree on, and we can let the sheriff handle it from there. Because see, the other part that I haven't really covered is the judges. Because see, we're going to have three judges. That when the sheriff feels that you've violated this law, and that's it, I'm taking you in, and you don't resist. Good boy, good girl. And they take you in and they talk to the three judges. Now the sheriff's going to be there, and them judges, and you. Ain't no damn lawyers. No, no, plain and simple. Them judges, they know that God's watching them. They know that they can't screw up. They're going to have to trust the sheriff. Don't want to have his eternal life destroyed because he come in here with some bullshit. And, it's going to be a system that works out eventually. It's why the sheriff is going to be, sworn in and whole new swear in. Yeah, because it's about really understanding that he represents God's law. Don't lie. Yeah, dude, that'd be the worst thing in the world a sheriff could do is lie. Dude, yeah. Anyway, all right, moving on. I don't even like to think of that one. Anyway, the judges, they're going to hear his story, and they're going to go through your background, and they're going to be like, yeah, I think we do need a mark of the beast. Or, boy, do we really need to go through this? Or did you get the sheriff's point here? Sheriff, do you think he's got your point? Yeah, I think he's got his point. All right, get your ass out of here, boy. Don't come back here next. Dude, it will be a mark of the beast next time. And then whatever. Okay. And those three judges will be in that village, and they will judge what the sheriff brings in front of them. That's it. No lawyers. And that goes for differences between people. Sheriff comes out and he's this one's saying that, this one's saying that. Okay, guys, let's get your story. Come on down. And they'll take him, and the sheriff will be right there, and the two will say their piece with the judges, and the three judges will make their decision. We don't need lawyers. We do not need lawyers anymore. As far as business lawyers, God owns everything. Dude, we don't need them. Dude, you can't sue your damn self. What the hell? Yeah. So, yeah, we're going to have a lot of lawyers that are going to need jobs. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. And then when you get to the point where you've made your 3 marks, there's going to be the adjustment judges. These 3 will be one in every state or its equivalent. That if you went to the prison and you still decided you wanted to not control your emotions and you hurt somebody or a guard and you got your 3rd mark, these 3 judgment judges will send you home. And then you'll be judged by us. And you know what? The best part about that thing is 100% if you are not guilty and you got those 3 marks for no reason at all, we're going to know. We're going to know. But I'll tell you what, if you got those 3 marks for good reasons, we're going to know. Yeah. Not a pretty picture for you at all. So there's the whole mark of the beast package. And that's, the world wants to live in peace. And that's the way it's going to be. So I'm going to get back to my music. That Judges, that one doesn't sit well in my stomach. I really hope that never has to happen. But plain and simple, it ain't going to be at one of those. We're going to leave them there for 6 years. You got 7 days after you've got your mark of the beast. 7 days of peace. In a solid cell, solitary confinement, make your peace. And then you're gone. There's no sense dragging it out. We don't need people on death row for 15 years. No, you're going 7 days. So that way we can keep the cells clean. Yeah, there's no sense. It's already there, dude. They've made the call, and that's it. Like I said, it's 100% guaranteed. If you are right and you are not guilty, we got you. And we'll be like, damn, they really did screw you, didn't they, dude? Wow. But, yeah, if not, we got you too. We'll show you the tapes. So, anyway, moving on, I'm going to get back to music. And that's a little bit about Avatar Law. We'll be back.